What is up, people? This is the Oracle. We are back online for a new Aether Revolt draft. This pack is decent, I guess. Lightning Runner is fine. When I first read it during the spoiler, I was sure it had flying for some reason. Maybe because it's, I don't know, it's not flying, but I guess it's jumping or something. And I thought it was broken, but without flying it's much weaker, because by turn 5 they will probably have a way to block it. It's still a good card, but I think it's weaker than Thopter Arrest or Winding Constrictor. So I'm probably gonna pick one of these two. Arrest I think is just the better option because it's monocolored, as this is double colored. That being said, the Constrictor is just amazing in the black-green token deck. I mean, counter deck I should rather say. Other than these, I guess, there's a couple playable creature, nothing great though. None of the common are really good or appealing, I think. Arrest is good though. Efficient type of O-ring effect, so you cannot really go wrong with that. Okay, Thram's Expertise I think is a very decent card. Might be a bit overrated because it's not like crazy good, but it's solid, it's solid. If you are aggressive enough, you can also generate a decent amount of tempo. It's a fine card. Probably gonna pick it here. But I could see a couple of uncommons being better than that. I mean, for example, the 5/5 for 5 that puts a counter on each creature is almost the power level of a mythic or a very, very good rare. Even something like Winding Constrictor, the black-green card I opened in last pack, I could see being better than the Expertise, so, it doesn't really surprise me that they took some uncommon over it. Reckless Racer, I haven't played with or against the card yet, but it seems solid. It'd be better as a 3/2 obviously, but it would be a little bit too good probably as a 3/2. Hinterland Drake, I've had a decent amount of success with that card. Prey Upon is fine too, but we are white, so I think the Expertise is just a fine pick-up. Nothing too appealing there. Could go white-green beatdown. I do like Etherstream Leopard. It's a fine card. Countless Gear Renegade is medium, but would let me stay in mono white for now. I guess Bastion Inventor works kinda well with Thram's Expertise. Maybe I could go blue-white artifact of some sort. Not a huge fan of that. If I wanna go green, maybe just picking Prey Upon is better than the Leopard. Aerial Modification, I won a game with that card, but I played it from the side, and I set it in because I knew my opponent would have trouble dealing with it, but I don't think it's a great card to main deck. It can steal game, but you can also get 2 for 1. I don't know, I picked the Leopard, there was nothing great though. Oath of Ajani is kinda cool. Thram's Expertise into Oath of Ajani is nice. It's pretty decent. I wonder if the Scrounging Bandar is not better. Oath is pretty good though. I don't think it's busted, but we already have one card that produces a decent amount of creatures. And synergize, the two rares synergize pretty well together, which is cool. Bandar is really good. I could see it being better than Oath, even in a deck with a bunch of creature and Thram's Expertise, but kinda wanna try out the Oath and see how good it is exactly. It's a rare, I haven't played the set a lot, so I might as well pick that and, get to know if it's better than a Bandar or not. I know Bandar is good, I have no idea about the Oath. Alright, Code in a Bright, seems like a fairly easy pick here. Solid removal. Slightly weaker than the DRS because they can steal crew or use activated abilities, and you can target artifacts. Still decent though. Down Feather Eagle should be pretty good in this deck. We have Expertise and Oath of Ajani. So I guess I'll just try to go wide as I can. And yep, that's gonna be an eagle. Okay, not bad. Interesting. I've seen a lot of white-green Revolt deck, but I haven't seen any good go-white deck so far in Aether Revolt. I've seen a decent amount of them in Triple Kaladesh, but in Aether Revolt not so much. Mostly because one of the best way to go wide in Kaladesh was white-black, and the white-black archetype has changed a lot and pretty much disappeared. Um, I'm not saying that you cannot play it anymore or it's bad. It's just like I haven't seen any good black-white deck so far. I haven't seen anyone playing black-white actually. But you know that doesn't mean there's a good deck or anything. Probably picking Mobile Garrison. Not very excited about this one, but it's a fine filler. Um, okay, Alley Evasion is fine. Yeah. Okay, that's decent. I mean, we have two solid removal, some interesting rares for a go white tem, plus an eagle. I probably just want to pick some as many creatures that can produce other creature as I can, or you know spells that get you two or more creatures onto the battlefield, like Servo Exhibition maybe. The thing is, in Aether Revolt, there's not that many go white cards. Like there's the expertise, but it's a rare. Other than that, I cannot think of many cards that gives you two creature. Maybe I'm missing something, but there are more things in Kaladesh because of what's the name? I forgot the name of the ability. Um, yeah, +1/+1 counter or make a servo. For some reason, I've played this set a lot, but I just cannot remember the name right now. High Spire Infusion um, was pretty good. Every time I saw it being cast, I've been impressed with that. The thing is, I have already Oath, Alley Evasion, and that. I probably cannot stack too many more pumping effect. I need some creatures, basically, especially if I'm trying to play cards like Eagle and Oath of the Jani. Eagle is fine on its own, but if you play Oath with a deck without enough creatures, it's just gonna be pretty much garbage. Conviction is not. I don't like auras, but the fact that it can protect itself makes it slightly stronger, and it's also trigger revolt, which is relevant. I've played Implement of Improvement. I don't think it's the worst. It's very cheap. The 2 life can sometimes matter. It cycles, it triggers revolt, and it gives you an artifact for improvise. I think I've been surprisingly happy playing this card in deck that wanted. That I mean, when the deck was in deck in which it was good. That's what I'm trying to say. Probably not main decking the Automaton, but it's a sideboard option that's not bad. Midnight and 2 Rage seems interesting. A heal giant that's, you know, replaces itself when it dies is fine. And if you have a couple other Etherborn, could be good. I'd be happy trying to play with Hidden Stockpile, but again, I haven't seen any white black deck so far. Deadeye Harpooner, I think, is not the best. Is strong. The thing is, it's slightly unsynergistic because for them to have a tapped creature, it means they are attacking, so they are less likely blocking, so you are less likely gonna trigger Revolt unless you have some enablers, dedicated enablers. So as much as I like the black 3/2 that give -3/-3, the Harpooner I don't think is amazing. And given what I have, I think that the Eagle is gonna be a better pick for my deck. So I'm just gonna go with that. Monstrous Onslaught is a good card. I mean, if you have a bunch of small creature, it might not be at its best, but it's still a powerful effect. And nothing else seems great unless we go red for some reason. I could see not playing white. I don't have enough green. I guess we shall see. If I pick Onslaught, I'm pretty much locking myself into green though. Hungry Flames is really good. Nah, I think I should just stay white-green. Another Eagle. think I'm fine playing a third Eagle. I probably don't want any more 5-drop after that, but I could play this one. Spire Patrol is very good, but I don't think it's good enough to make us go into blue instead of green. And Brittle Growth is sweet, but we don't really have any revolt yet, so it's probably not the thing to pick. I think I'm just gonna pick Eagle, and then on Kaladesh hopefully I can get a bunch of, you know, creatures that makes other creature, or spells that gives you 2 creature, and just go as wide as possible. Cheap aggressive beater seems like something I want for this deck. And again, I mostly need creatures at this point. This makes another creature, but the card is just too bad. Like, sure, it's good with the Eagle potentially, but the card on itself is just awful, so I'd rather pick a solid 2-drop. That thing is fine if I remember correctly. Yeah, 3 to 4, that's gonna give you 1. Yeah, you can just play it and force something to block right away, which is kinda cool. It's nothing. It's not amazing, but I think it's fine. It's a fine 4-drop. I think it's gonna be better than Unbridled Growth, which is good, but we are not. Despite being white-green, we are not really playing any type of Revolt. Crusher is fine. Yeah. I might play 1 Automaton if I'm lacking 2-drop. Not thrilled about this card, but it's playable. Maybe Night Market Guard is better though. No, I don't think so. The guard is quite medium. Restoration Specialist seems like a fine 2-drop. Especially when I have 2 enchantment removal that could potentially die if they have a way to get rid of them. Also, that Jan is probably never gonna leave the battlefield because my opponent is not likely gonna care about it. But yeah, I could see getting a bit of value. And you know, playing that as a 2/1 for 2 on turn 2, or having the option to buy back a Crusher later on is just probably fine, good enough. Not a huge fan of the Elite. I think I want either Icefire Infusion or Bastion Enforcer. I need creatures in this deck. Like, I have 3 Eagles, I need creatures. I think I should pick the Enforcer. Pretty medium 3-drop, but not unplayable. That should not go this late. This removal is good. Deck is not so strong right now. Seems medium. But depending on what I get in Kaladesh, it could really get strong. Because with 3 Eagles, cards like Servos, Exhibition, any card with yeah, I cannot remember the mechanic for some reason, the name. That's weird. That really annoys me. But I cannot remember it. And there's no card with the keyword here. Ah, that really bothers me. When you've played with something for super long and you just forget the name. Fabricate. Alright. Yeah. For all this time I was trying to talk about Fabricate. Yeah. If I can get enough Fabricate cards, the Eagle are gonna get much better. Mechanic's fine, Wonder be playable, timing is decent, but Aerial Responder is just the card I want here. Pretty strong pack overall. Welding Spark. Sahili Artistry is still busted, I would assume. But we got a pretty solid card. Ooh, Wisp Weaver. Ooh, that pack is tough. Angel is good. It works pretty well with Eagle. The thing is, Pioneer and Outrider are both great for my deck. Especially Outrider. I think I like it slightly more than the Pioneer. Oh, it's really a tough pick. Because I already have 4-5 drop, and I don't want to make my curve too high. And Fabricate cards are just what I need for this deck, and Pima Outrider is about the best card I could get. I think I'm gonna pick that over the Angel. Maybe some of you are gonna yell at me. I know the Angel is strong, but I think this is an aggressive deck. I need to make sure my curve is decent, and the goal is just to play a bunch of creatures and finish them with 1 or 2 Eagles. And I think I just need to have a good curve and have some Fabricate cards over some more power in the late game. Don't really want Harrier. I'm not. I think Eagle is just better, and yeah, I'd rather just keep the 3 Eagles, and I don't want more 5-drops. Fragmentize, I could see myself main decking. I think I want a creature though. I'm probably gonna pick Eager Construct, which is medium, but it's a 2-drop. Okay, Servant of the Conduit is pretty good. Since we have 3 Eagles, we don't really need the charge, and we don't even have that many creatures. Rhino is good, but I think Servant is just better. Okay, Gleansleeve Artisan is perfect. I might just play Cogworker Puzzle Knot if it wheels. Propeller Pioneer is great. Alright, the deck is shaping up fairly well here. I'm not gonna play the charge again. I think 3 Eagle is just much better and sufficient for the small overrun effect. So, Highspire Artisan, not the worst. Definitely better than a Bastion Enforcer, I'm pretty sure. Alright, not bad. We got 2 solid 4-drop with Fabricate as well as a Gleansleeve Artisan. Servant of the Conduit is very good 2-drop. The deck has gotten a pretty good shape. Aviary Mechanic is going to be a much better card over Verdant Automaton, so if I can replace my bad 2-drop, it's nice. Basically, I got to replace my bad 2-drop with better 2-drop, my bad 3-drop with better 3-drop. You know, feel the curve here, there was a slight hole. And now we have a decent curve. We have enough creatures to make the Eagle really good. Ooh, and the Pioneer Wheel, that's amazing. Another reason to pick the Outrider was that I would left 2 white cards in the pack, and there was a chance Pioneer would wheel. I did not mention it because I think it was pretty unlikely because the pack was quite weak, so I thought both white cards would be gone, but wheeling that is just amazing. I don't think Crusher is going to be great in this deck. I might just cut it. Guess Wheelermaker for slow matchup could be an option. Deck is really nice. We got some of the best Fabricate cards we could ask for, and yeah, it has a good shape, a good curve. A couple weaker cards like Highspire Artisan is medium. Eager Construct is medium, but fits the curve. But it's good. I think this is a really solid deck. I was slightly worried at the end of pack 2, but again, Fabricate from Kaladesh was, what we needed basically. I don't think I'm supposed to play Inspire Charge when I have already 3 Eagles and an Oath. Even though, in theory, it'd be pretty good here. I guess the Prowler could be an option in some matchups. Alright, cool. I like the deck a lot. It's 24 cards, I need to cut something. It might just be Alley Evasion. Given the 4-5 drop and the fact that we want to curve out, I think playing 17 lands is pretty important. Even though this deck really doesn't want to flood. Could see cutting the Mobile Garrison, might be better. I think the Trick might just be a better option than the Garrison. Vehicle are not the best with pumping effect. You'd rather have another creature, basically. Because if you have 2 creatures and you Eagle, you get 2 more damage. Where if you have a creature and a vehicle, you get just 1 more damage because you have to use the creature to crew. So I'm not a huge fan of vehicle in this type of go wide pump deck. And I think that's gonna be it. Again, solid curve. We did not get many removals after Arrest and Caught in the Bright, but that's decent. Yeah, I like the deck. Mana is not gonna be the best, partially because, well, no, it's gonna be fine. It's probably just gonna be 9-8 in favor of white because I have a little bit more white. And sometime casting the D's on turn 3 and D's on turn 4, it's gonna be a little bit rough, but same with expertise, but hopefully we'll get there. No, it's definitely 9-8. I need enough green to cast my double green card. Alright, sweet. White-green, aggro, go wide. Seems like a good version of this deck if it's any good. Hope you guys enjoyed the draft. Drop a like if it's the case. You can subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content. Thanks for watching. See you for round 1.